All dear students, welcome to today's lectures. Today discuss the Maxwell's second equations. Maxwell's second equation based on Gauss's law in magnetism. In previous lectures, already discussed the Maxwell first equations and Maxwell first equation based on Gauss's law of electrostatics. In these equations, we prove that the divergence of displacement of electric flux is equal to current density. Means this physical significance of Maxwell's first equation. First physical significance, it is steady state equations and independent of time. Electric flux depends on the volume of charge density rho. The positive charge acts as a source while negative charge acts as a sink for electric lines of force. Now, same way, today discuss the Maxwell's second equations and Maxwell's second equation based on Gauss's law in magnetism. In Gauss's law in magnetism is based on the fact that magnetic lines of the force are closed circles and do not have point of origin source, that is isolated magnetic single pole do not exist. It means that the number of magnetic lines of force enter in a closed surface must be equal to the number of magnetic lines of force leaving from that surface, that is magnetic flux density B bar across the closed surface is 0. Means surface integration, closed surface integrations of magnetic flux B bar dot ds bar is equal to 0, and this is equation number 1 suppose. And this Maxwell's second equation is the integral form, which signifies that the total outward flux of magnetic induction B through a closed surface is equal to 0. In first unit, I have already discussed the how to convert the surface integral into the volume integral by using the divergence theorem, converting the surface integral into the volume integral. Means closed surface integration of B bar dot ds bar is equal to the volume integration of divergence of B dv. From the equation 1, the closed surface integration of B bar dot ds bar is equal to 0. Means by using the divergence theorem, converting the surface integral to volume integral, it means that the volume integration of divergence of B dv is equal to 0. Means mathematically volume integrations of del dot B bar dv is equal to 0. Since the equation is true for any arbitrary value enclosed by the surface, so the integral should be 0. Means divergence of magnetic flux is equal to 0. This is the differential form of Maxwell's second equations. This is the differential form of Maxwell's second equations. Now discuss here the physical significance of Maxwell's second equations. It is a steady state equation and again is independent of time. Same way in Maxwell's first equations also it is a steady state equation and it is independent of time. Divergence of B bar is equal to 0. It means that the number of magnetic lines of force entering in a given volume is equal to the total magnetic lines of force leaving from the surface. Means divergence of B bar is equal to 0 means the number of magnetic lines of force entering in a given volume is equal to number of magnetic like force leaving from the surface. Third physical significance of Maxwell's second equation, the magnetic lines of force are endless. Means there is no source of magnetic lines of force. Then fourth, isolated magnetic poles do not exist. Isolated magnetic poles do not exist. This is nothing but the Maxwell's second equations and their physical significance. Now then discuss the Maxwell's third equations. I have already discussed the Maxwell's third equation based on Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Is the Faraday's law of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction discussed already in first unit. In that equations, the induced EMF in a closed circuit is equal to minus del phi by del t. Now the total magnetic flux linked with the circuit, it is denoted by phi, means phi is equal to surface integration of magnetic flux ds bar. The induced EMF E is equal to minus del V by del T dot ds bar. Again the induced EMF E can be found by calculating the work done in moving unit positive charge around a closed circuit. E is equal to closed integration of E bar dot dl bar, where E bar is the electric intensity of the field associated with induced EMF. From the equation 1 and 2 we get the surface closed integrations or line integrations in closed circuit. E bar dot dl bar is equal to minus surface integration of del B by del T ds bar, and this equation number suppose 3. This is the integral form of Maxwell's third equation. Which is the significance of that? The electromotive force around a closed curve is equal to the negative time rate of charge of magnetic flux through the surface bounded by the curve. By using the Stokes theorem, we know that the Stokes theorem is nothing but the line integration is converted into the line integration in closed surface is converted into the surface integrals. Means closed line integration means E bar dot dl bar is equal to the surface integration of curl of electric field, means curl of del cross E bar dot ds bar. The equation 3 becomes surface integration of del cross E bar ds bar is equal to minus surface integrations of del B by del T ds bar. Since the equation is true for any surface, the integrated must be equal to del cross E bar is equal to minus del B by del T. This is the differential form of Maxwell's third equations. Physical significance of Maxwell's third equation. And this equation means this totally depends upon time, is curl of E bar, curl of electric field is equal to the minus del V by del T, means it depends upon time. It is the relations between the electric field and magnetic field also. E shows the electric field and B is magnetic field. It is the relations between the space variations of electric field and time variations of magnetic field. Again, the fourth significance, it is the statement of Faraday's law and Lenz's law in electromagnetic induction. Okay, now then in next lecture discuss the fourth law of electromagnetic induction. Fourth law of Maxwell's equations.